Hi everybody, it's Matt and Dyan. Welcome back to Each Beautiful Day, or evening, because it is actually 9:45 apparently.
Is it a beautiful day?
It's a beautiful evening. I just said that. We just had that conversation less than 10 seconds ago.
Okay.
You're apparently having a midlife crisis. What the hell is that all about?
It's just started in this moment.
What? Right.
I'm capturing this. Whatever time this video was made and the date.
It's 8:45 p.m. on a Friday afternoon.
I'm having a midlife crisis.
What does it actually even mean?
Lots of things.
Okay, please help me. If you've got comments, please leave them below. I need some assistance here.
Okay.
What's going on in your midlife crisis?
It's a bit like
Air quotes.
Okay. It's a bit like when I hit 25. I was all planned till 25. Everything.
Okay, this is the autistic thing again. Okay, yep,
okay.
Keep going.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So I had life planned till 25.
Watch this, how this plays out.
Year by year. I knew exactly what the fuck I was doing.
Yep, that's your...
I had my shit together.
Like immediate goals.
And I reached those goals like a boss.
Mm-hmm. And?
Right?
Yep, pat on the back. Well done.
I did it against all odds.
Yeah, you had a few odds back then.
So many odds were against me.
Those odds were stacking up.
And I had to be like, get that...
Like a game of Jenga.
That sword behind me and walk with it and move forth. And go, I can
What does that
this.
even mean? Why would you have a sword behind you? You'd have a sword in a hilt
I'm a lady
or in your
hero
hand.
character. Shut the fuck up. Go
Okay,
with it.
choose your own adventure. Here we go. Yep.
Okay,
on the way
and
to
then
Mordor.
I hit 25
Yep.
and I completed my goals that I knew I would need to reach by 25.
Yep, all right.
Self-imposed goals. We all set up, we drive our lives. We are the narrator of our life. Okay, we are the writer of our own.
Unless you're hearing a voice in the background and someone's talking to you about your story, Villa.
We are the writer of our own book.
Okay.
I might be writing my own book. Stay posted.
Or she could be speaking it because she can't write very well. But anyway, keep going. That's the number aside.
I'm speaking it and it will be interpreted and it will be, anyway, handed in to be...
edited by somebody that speaks English.
Yeah. And can actually...
Put sentences and a structure together.
Yeah, make it make sense.
That one helps. Yeah. Anyway, come back to your midlife crisis. So you hit 25.
Right, so I achieved my
First
goals.
goal number
25.
1. Yep.
You heard those? Check.
Yep. I think
right.
Tick. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Then.
Yep.
I went, crisis.
25?
Yep.
Okay, so you had a short life crisis, not a midlife crisis.
Okay, so I'm not really
ready for
definitely past teenager stage. Definitely well and truly an adult.
Young adult.
I've got a 3 and 5 year old. I'm
yep,
a mum.
that makes you grow very, very quickly, yes.
I'm at university.
Yes, studying psychology. Yep, keep going. And what's the realisation around all of this?
I was lost. I left uni. I went...
What, you're like lost in the mist?
Lost.
Okay. Like the TV series Lost.
I was lost. I was like in that transition.
What a series that was, yep.
In that transition.
You're transitioning.
I clean house. I still do a clean.
Okay.
6 hours
So explain to me what's going on,
yep. Go shopping.
You got your routines.
Hey, I was a house manager.
Yes, you were.
Professional house manager.
House was
better than what he does.
I would contest that personally.
No, because I had more time to spend on it.
I think I keep the house pretty damn good.
I don't go to school. You don't get a break from me.
No,
anyway,
you're 24/7.
Pretty much. So
yeah, keep going. Yep.
Didn't know what to do. It's a bit like when I walked home from school for the last day of school, and I walked home and I was like.
That's actually a very interesting transition point to bring up for an autistic. Yeah,
I walked home real slow. Real slow, because I was like...
Yep, end of school.
My life's over.
You've got the T-shirt signed on the back.
Say
goodbye to all the other students and the teachers.
What's next?
School holidays are in front of you, but it's not school holidays, it's
Will I ever see my friends again? Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
No way. It sounds like a song. Yep.
So... I had them chasing me, those... beautiful people,
school friends.
Out of my autistic bat cave that I was in.
But you've just made a very good point, and it's a transitionary point of what happens when something ends.
And now I'm lost
and you're moving to the next phase. Very interesting.
I'm lost.
Oh my God, she's moving.
I'm lost.
Yep.
I'm 50.
Okay, so it's a number.
Now
it's numerics.
What?
Yep,
okay.
you've hit a number.
What's my worth?
Okay, but...
Okay, what's my worth now? What do I need to give to this world now?
The world.
Okay?
Yep,
I have birthed
first of all,
children.
do you have to give anything?
Check.
Hold on, but do you? I'm just.
Hold
I'm
on,
thinking
Vic,
of.
you're cutting my head off.
I'm thinking of things as I go. I'm thinking on my
Excuse
feet, but I'm
me.
not on my feet. Yeah.
We have a responsibility.
To what?
There's a very
The environment?
important book. Do you not
The
know
world?
the Book of Life? The
Oh.
Bible.
Yep. Okay. So what is that in the context of the moment, though?
Life.
I have read it.
Okay.
Cover to cover.
We grow up.
Yes, we do.
We learn from
It's
our
evolution.
parents. Sometimes
Well,
bad
sometimes.
things that we go, I'm not going to do that.
That's for me. That's
But
good learning.
Good learning, bad learning.
Yep.
It's not all bad. Don't be pessimistic.
I hope you guys
boys
are
and
keeping up at the
girls.
moment. I have no idea where this
Don't
is
be
going. Stay
pessimistic.
tuned. Yep.
Tilt it up, sir.
I'm trying. I'm in the middle of lying down. It's 8:50. I was trying to go to sleep. Keep going. Yep.
Destroying
The moment.
the moment.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up with you. So you've hit 25. You've now got to 50.
No, I'm 50.
Yeah, you are.
This
Thank
is
God, she's
25
finally got
years
there.
later.
Whew,
Okay?
reflections.
Excuse me, I had another offer of a husband
Oh, did you really?
at around that university age. We were on a camp, not a camp. We went away for a weekend,
Yeah.
us uni students.
Yeah.
Joe, if you're out there,
Yeah,
it was good, wasn't it?
yeah,
Anyway, it was fucking funny.
yeah.
We went for that weekend stay,
Yep.
right? We studied hard and we
That's what
legit
they
did, right?
say.
No, we
Mhm.
did. We
Yeah.
we were doing a first year med unit and we were struggling.
Yep.
So by
So
the
you
end
crammed
of
them
it, we
together.
were like, we want to know what these synapses do and
Yeah.
how this, we want to know about all of this, the serotonin.
Okay,
reuptake
get to
and-
the point. You're
you know,
getting
it is
distracted.
so
ADHD
fucking
brain kicking
interesting.
in.
The eyeballs, the nose.
Refocus.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
God, she
So
goes off on
basically,
tangents. Yep.
we studied 9 fucking hours that
Okay.
day.
Well, you stayed 9
Sitting
hours.
on
let's say that.
cushions and shit in this little
You don't have to
villa
sit shit. You were
thing,
just sitting. Yep. Keep going.
right? And anyway,
Yeah.
then it came to party time,
Okay, so you did your 9 hours of study and then you're partying. Yep.
right? Anyway, the next morning we were a little bit, needing a bit of breakfast because it was like, oh, my head,
Okay, well,
much
alcohol will
strength.
do that. Yep.
We fell asleep on the
Kebabs. Best thing.
we fell
Baked.
asleep on the grass. And the
Outside,
sprinklers
under
came
sprinklers.
on in the morning.
Okay, remember
So
that
we
med
decided
unit
to
should
go
have
to
told
the
you about
beds.
pneumonia. Anyway, yep, keep
And go
going.
to the beds and actually go into beds and have a bit of sleep.
Yep,
Good idea, right?
good idea. Student life.
But one idiot of our friend of ours
Yep.
who thought it was cool to have a sports car that, the roof came off and it was all trendy for us to go to the deli and get some supplies. And here I am in my pajamas going, ooh!
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
I did
student
that.
ones. Yep, keep going.
Yeah, I did that.
Yep, okay.
Very dangerous behaviour. I wouldn't recommend.
You think this was like the hippies' 60s or something, but anyway.
Oh, we...
Keep going. So where are we going?
We were...
I'm still waiting to see where we're going, apart from down the freeway with the...
We were the gang. Anyway.
Okay, yep.
Anyway, so these are the days where
Of the old school judge, yep. Oh, yeah.
I lived. I have lived.
You have lived. You've lived.
So I
Lots of
achieved
things.
all of these things.
Yeah, that was one phase, one
Right.
pocket of your life. You've got many, many phases.
And I got to the end of that and I was like,
Yeah.
that was a trip.
Yeah.
A good one.
Well, particularly to Macca's, that was a trip too. But anyway, keep going.
Oh, sorry, I was telling you about the other husband. Yeah, this guy started hitting on me out of the group.
Right.
And they said, oh, for fuck's sake. And I was like, guys, what? And they're like, he's fucking hitting on you. We're all fucking single. Piss off, bitch. You're married. I went, sorry.
The social naivety of an autistic
Sorry.
in group communications,
I'll just
unaware
go
of the behaviours of
inside,
others.
shall I? And have a glass of water or something?
Yeah.
Bye, everyone. I guess I'm not invited. I'll just fuck off over here.
Okay, keep going. So where are we getting to
Anyway.
now?
So,
So many tangents and so many stories.
I'm just
ADHD
saying.
brain. Yep.
this dude just for some reason thought I was it.
Okay.
I was like, dude.
Maybe he had a
you've
mental
just
breakdown from
met
studying
me.
too hard.
I think you're still drunk.
I think so
It's
too.
morning, but you're still be drunk.
Yeah. Okay. So keep going.
Have some baked beans, some bacon, some
Kebabs.
sausages.
Have we not talked about this already? Kebabs are the best things out there.
Kebabs.
Anyway,
They
so
take
what's
shits-
your
they take
point?
shits over. Take shits over.
God, it should take so long to get in here. What's your point?
Now I'm 50.
Yes,
And
you've just
after
jumped 25
uni-
years later. Yes, we're
After
50.
uni,
Yep.
after that absolute complete, I achieved everything. I had a 5-year plan and I achieved it.
No, here's the point.
Tick, 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 tick. Now I got to 50.
Yep.
Tick, 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 tick.
You know
tick.
why you're lost?
And
Because
I'm
you
lost.
haven't created these short, midterm, and
What the
long-term
fuck
plans.
now? I never planned to be
Short,
50.
midterm, and long-term
I
plans.
never planned plan to be 50?
Every time
Who
you
plans
reach
to be 50?
milestones, you need to
This
redo
is
it
the
again.
speech. Someone in our family, my kin, are going to watch this. This is my living journal. And they're going to want to know, what did she fucking do? Okay, sorry for the language, family. Don't speak like that. It's very disrespectful.
It's okay, you got Tourette's, but
Disrespectful.
still don't do it
No,
anyway.
don't do it.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
Nana Di says no.
Okay, so getting back to the point, short-term,
Okay.
mid-term, long-term goals.
Nana says no.
It is quite common with autistics not to
Omar
handle...
says no.
Honey,
All of it.
focus.
Omar particularly.
You're not
I'm just
doing transitions well then, correct?
Yeah, I guess it's a transition, but I'm just saying I
Mhm.
never imagined 50. I don't have a plan.
And I don't think you
I
realise...
don't have a plan.
And you know what? This is actually a very good point.
Who am I now?
Hold on. This is a very good
What
point that you
am
brought
I
up.
now?
When people create short, mid-term and long-term goals, they don't look at the trajectory as people go along the timeline as how to reevaluate and also recreate new steps to those. So you've got...
I have a 30-year-old. Well, he'll be 30 on the 31st of May.
Correct. We have a
I have a
30-year-old.
28-year-old. We have a...
We have a
Okay,
28-year-old.
we compete over our children.
No, not really,
no,
but
he loves me more. No, he loves me more. No,
No,
he
actually,
loves me
yeah,
more.
he loves me
No,
more.
no,
That's
he
fine.
loves
I
me more.
understand.
No, we get along more. No, we get...
Okay.
It's just what parents
So the
do.
point is,
Anyway,
again, you've hit this milestone.
who the fuck am I now?
I heard this recently in the last video. You're saying, I've finally got to my 50th and no one cares.
Oh,
if you
I
haven't
told
noticed,
my doctor.
go back and have a look at the previous
said,
video.
"Hey,
She
I'm
said it so
50."
many little times along the way. So
Nothing.
now it's a
Crickets.
realization. Yeah, okay.
I'm like, I mean, you could just say happy birthday,
yeah.
anything, or
He said lots of things to you.
in regards to my 50 number, the
Yeah.
number 50
He probably,
that I am.
he probably pushed the button on the computer that sent out the bowel screening test for when you hit 50.
Oh,
That arrived in the
gross.
mail.
Yeah, probably. He
Thanks,
probably-
Australian government.
Probably did. Oh, yeah, the shit test. Hang on.
Yeah,
She's
Don's
50.
got the shit test. When you hit 50 in Australia, you
Yep,
get
she gives me
a
the
free
shits.
bowel screen.
Get her the
Bowel
fuck
screen.
outta here.
Very important to do, by the way. Male or female, 50. Keep an eye out for that in the mail when you hit 50.
It's going to be fun. You got a shit on a bag.
Yes,
Mm.
indeed. Anyway,
Then scrape a bit.
stepping away from that
And it
concept,
gets sent in the mail.
Postage
Your
really do have a
mail
shit job,
might
sorry.
touch some shit.
okay.
I'm just saying, I actually don't think it's ethical. I think a biohazard van, anyway, you should come and collect it. Anyway,
It is actually properly sealed for
it should be
biohazard,
under-
but let's not
it should
even
be
go there.
clinical.
Yeah.
Did we lose something down the crack?
I-
No, okay. Right. There's a crack in
Ah,
the bed.
So you realise that at age 50,
I'm lost. What the fuck am I?
stop and hold your breath for a
Where
moment
am
because
I
you're so
going?
ADHD you don't slow down.
Who am I?
Slow down, take a deep breath. What's going to happen
How do I
when,
behave?
again, short term, mid term, long term? In life, what is short term? Is that the next week? Is that the next 3 months?
Well, yeah, okay.
Mid term, is that
I
the next
just
3
say
months
something
to a
here?
year? And long term, is that 5 years plan?
Well,
Is that a
can I-
30-year
Can I
plan?
talk about my heart possibly failing me right
Not
now?
right now, because you've been talking about that. We know this
Okay.
already.
Which can take 5 to 10 years. It's
Absolutely,
not-
your
it's not
body's
fast.
deteriorating. I get that.
But let's just say this, right?
Yep.
I don't have the normal life expectancy, so how do I answer
No,
that question?
Don's got 22q, 11.2 deletion syndrome.
Now, of course, in
It
my
comes
mind,
with so many medical
I will
complications.
speak to the
Fact.
universe and I will speak as if I am living till 75 like everybody else. But
That's
I'm
the
just
ideal.
saying,
That's what we aim towards.
the reality is
Yep.
I have to live it differently because
Already.
the risk factor, I am already exceeding
Mhm.
the expectancy.
So, is this where people do a bucket list? Is that what you're saying?
No, that is bullshit. It is bullshit.
But is it?
Why did you not turn? I fucking turned you on.
Okay, you can turn it on. You don't need to
That's what
turn it on.
he said.
Air conditioner, thermodysregulation. Bucket lists are important as far as
Really?
setting your goals, yeah, but also being
but
realistic.
What do you do at 50? Okay, what's my job at 50?
Okay, hold on.
What's expected of me, universe
So
at
let's
50?
let's extract some of
And
the
I'm
things
not a
that you've been
mainstreamer,
talking
though.
about
I'm a
recently.
hippie.
Okay.
Inside, you might not notice.
What are your
okay?
goals?
I was told to dress all posh and shit. Okay, but you know what?
Posh,
Inside,
not posh and shit. Posh.
I'm a combo. Inside, I'm a hippie.
Okay.
I'm a good rebel. I'm someone that wants to have fun and live life to the fullest and have experiences
Sure.
of like lots of shut the fuck up.
On cue, Google saying,
Right.
"It's time for you to go to sleep,
Let's
honey."
just take my sleeping tablet. He's given me 2.
No, we're taking 1. We've said
one.
that. We've made that determination, but we have
Okay.
changed some other
Hang on a
medications.
minute.
We've got to be
I've
careful
got
as we
a
balance things.
What?
We didn't get to sleep until 5 a.m. this morning.
Okay, let's not be dramatic.
Try that one.
It's
And
an
wake up
autism
and
night.
and get going and have
It
important
was an
meetings.
autism night.
Anyway, 5
I
o'clock.
was having a crisis, and this
An
is
extra essential crisis.
existential crisis.
I call it extra
Okay?
essential. Yep.
And
Yep.
like my friend and I, Tanya at university, used to love the saying "post hoc ergo propter hoc."
Ah, the old Proctor Hop. Yep. Latin.
Isn't that a good one?
Gotta love a bit of
That
Latin
was
in your
my
life.
favourite
Carpe
one.
diem is mine. Seize the day.
Well, that shit wasn't in philosophy.
Well, because you guys didn't learn proper Latin, that's
you
why.
You didn't study philosophy. I fucking studied philosophy.
I studied some philosophy. Thank you very much, Lee.
I was double majoring for a little while.
Oh,
Then it
majoring.
got too hard.
Okay, so can you pause for a second
I
and
had
take a
2
deep breath?
kids. Give me a break, okay? I
We
can't double major.
have
I
been
had 2 kids.
talking about a few different goals. You want to build your advocacy, increase your YouTube, and help other people.
Oh, do I? I guess so.
I don't know, that's one thing.
No, I guess so, because Mr. Tony Atwood has done so much for
Yeah.
me, and I do think it's my
Yep.
duty
Correct.
as a autistic
Mm-hmm.
70s baby.
Tony
one
Atwood
of
is
the
the Australian
old
psychologist who specialises in
veterans
female
that is-
autism on the spectrum in Australia.
And I'm his top fan.
Okay.
Because, you know what? This dude taught me everything,
Mm-hmm.
and he seems to support my
Mm-hmm.
representation of what I'm trying
Okay,
to
so that's one
achieve
thing.
for autistics.
Let's-
No, hang on, because it's really important,
It is.
guys.
I agree.
Because I am a veteran
Okay.
of female autism.
And I'm
I
going to
am
say
the
something to that.
undiagnosed for a long
Okay.
time autism.
So
because
can I
was
say
born in
something
the
to that now?
70s.
Right, so
Long
apart from
time ago.
advocacy
50
on
years.
YouTube, and not just autism,
Yes.
but also some of the minor, lesser known things, the rarer things, 22q11.2 deletion syndrome. It is so rare in the Australian health spectrum, it's important to get awareness around that.
It's not fair.
But
No
you have,
specialism.
I have always believed that you're going to write a book. And at the very beginning of this video, rewind to the beginning, she said, I'm going to write a book. Well, you are. I think you have so much information to give.
I have a
and knowledge.
real
And particularly from someone who's actually not
I've got
only
such a
lived
life.
experience,
Ridiculous.
but here's a person who's also not only got late diagnosis,
Too
but also
much life.
studied psychology,
Too much life.
okay, as a special interest.
Too much life.
There's so much information in that to be able to give
Yeah,
and
but
share
you know
and
what?
experience. So,
I've
book,
lived, guys.
book to come. Hold it to that. Keep going.
I've lived
Mhm.
so much life
Absolutely.
for my age groups all the way along my life.
Yep.
I've
Oh,
lived
sorry.
so much.
Okay.
It's ridiculous.
Right.
The stories, and I think this is an autism problem,
Mm-hmm.
the stories of the history of all of my family,
Mm.
who are all from different places.
Walks of life. Yeah.
When they were children. And see, we were all young breeders, okay? So I know my great-grandparents.
Okay.
What?
Keep
You
going.
barely knew your grandparents. I knew my great-grandparents
It's okay.
and my grandparents. So I knew a lot
Yeah.
of stories
And that's
from
how
different eras.
Yep,
and
stories
I
are passed
paid
down
attention
through
to
the generations.
everything.
you do.
And when I lived in South Africa for 6 months, I paid attention to everything.
Okay, so I'm still trying to get clarity around this a bit. So you're going to write a book, yes?
So at some point.
Okay, so we finally got that out. So we've
But
got a
I'm
book,
concerned it's like there's
working
a
on
lot.
building the YouTube channel.
I'm ADHD. I
Here's
say
something
too
else.
much about nothing.
Okay,
What?
stabilization. I pose to you that we need to stabilize
So
our
I've got to do
life.
advocacy on autism,
Write a book.
write a book.
We've got a few other things coming. I'll
Writing
talk to
a
you.
book's boring for me.
No,
It's my life. I've lived it.
No, but it's the
What are
tips.
others going to get
It's
out
the
of
tech.
it?
It's the skills. It's the learnings that you've evolved from being through that life.
I guess so.
Okay. But here's some other things that I'm trying
Things that maybe I would have wanted to know when I was
You've just lost my train of thought.
teenager,
What I was trying to say to you.
20,
Yeah.
30,
Yep.
40.
Yep.
I haven't started the 50s.
Absolutely.
In all fairness to you,
Stabilization.
50s,
So that's my point.
I need to work
So
out what the 50s
we
is.
one of our short-term goals,
Feels
and
okay so
urgent
far.
goals, is to stabilize your health. Because not only has Dyan got a chronic, which
Stay
means
alive.
long-term, but she was also acute, which means she's in the moment dealing with
Stay alive.
multiple threads of acute health things. So we have to, exactly, stay alive. John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John and everybody else in between. We have to stabilise that. So we're working with that system, very importantly. We've also been talking about van life.
Yeah, but there's a lot of psychos out there.
I think you've been watching some of those Australian bush
No, I've been
crime
listening to the
thrillers
news,
a little bit too
man.
much. Well, that's what I mean. That's why you need to get out, because it's
Mm.
only happening in the Perth suburbs. We need to get away out of the country where it doesn't happen, because the country is so safe and lovely people. Where'd you go? Come back here, Casper the White Ghost.
Scared of the great outdoors.
You are
Not
not.
of the great outdoors, of the homo sapiens.
Yeah, it's only the break jobs that you need to worry about. But that's okay. We have safety in
That's
mind.
where they hide.
Okay, but they also hide in your neighbourhood. Don't want to tell you this. They could be right next to you. It is right next to us. Dun, dun, dun.
Have you met that neighbour?
No, I don't even know who's there.
You
No, there's nobody there yet. Or are they?
No, there is someone down the end.
But at the end, I'm talking about right next to us. We don't even know. There's a lot more
No,
people
there's
moving
no
into
one
our
next
complex.
to
We've
us,
got
it's
3
empty.
more neighbours moving in over the next 3
We
weeks.
have a neighbour
Starting to fill
there.
up. Really exciting stuff. So,
Can it
but
be
we're
a
talking about
female,
van life.
please?
We want to do some more short-term trips and have some more experiences and go back to some of the things that we've seen and explore and meet new people on the road, and a great place to share.
Yeah, it'd be really good to meet the inner hippie people
Mhm.
that I am.
And speaking of hippie, this is the thing that Dyan doesn't do well enough.
Maybe I need to get a guitar.
Her art
What?
is fantastic and sensational, what she can create. Okay, unique individual creative pieces. I want to see her maybe exhibit, maybe sell, maybe do it on a market, but actually get out and about and do more artwork. And she's down. She's out. She's going. You're not exhausted
This
by
sounds like my uncle going, because my cousin,
it. Right.
she can paint like a picture.
Yeah.
It's in the family.
Yeah.
I didn't fucking get
You
that
don't have to
gene.
have the you
I
didn't
didn't
get that
get that
gene. You
gene.
need to have.
The realism, artistic,
Yeah,
perfection.
But some people are
gene.
interpretive.
Many people in the
abstract,
Kettle family got
creative.
that. No.
You are a creative, but you're not a photorealistic creative
No.
artist.
Anyway,
I am, but you're
he
not.
was saying the same thing. Why can't I just get her into it, because I know she could sell some beautiful pieces. You sound like that. It's like, I love doing art, but then
Well, it's an
I'm
avenue.
No, hang on.
Avenue for you.
I'm a PDA, so when you say do some art for this, I
Yes.
go
And that's not public displays of affection. PDA. That's problems
Good.
with demand.
pathological demand avoidance.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I keep saying pervasive, but it's pathological demand
Yep.
avoidance.
Mm-hmm. You choke on a fly there? Have some drink. Did you have your tablet? Good girl.
Yep.
Thank goodness for Google Home Automation. But if you do some art, it's also self-motivating but self-perpetuating. You do some art, you can get some funds, and it can self-propel you to
I'm
do
doing
more
it just
art.
for fun.
That's the part that
And
you
if
enjoy.
it manages to turn into something pretty,
That's it. That's what it's
great,
to do.
then I'll sell it. Absolutely.
Exactly.
But I'm
Yep.
not going to be an
Mhm.
artist of, can I have a pink one that has little stripies like this? And this? No.
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 So are you getting a guitar now? A flute?
I miss.
A recorder?
I just
the bongo
miss.
drums.
Does anyone else at 50 just
Harpsichord?
not think about those times in their life where they think, you know
Mhm.
what, life's short, gonna die soon. So basically,
Let's
We're
go
all-
and get
we're
some
all gonna-
bagpipes.
we're all gonna die one day. But I'm
We
just
will
saying, like,
eventually, but for
you
now
know,
we're not.
I miss bonfires and guitars.
Van life, camping, trips,
and
guitars.
dancing to music.
I agree.
Now they used to drink when I was a kid, but now
Yep.
I can drink
And I was actually thinking about
and
getting.
I can dance.
I was
real
actually
wobbly
thinking of
without
getting-
even drinking.
I was thinking of
So
getting
if I
an
take
acoustic
it up-
guitar. I used to be a professional guitarist for
I used to
decades
play
and
guitar
recording.
At high
and
school,
There you go.
country road.
Thank you, John
Take me
Denver.
home to the place
Okay, we'll leave it there.
I belong.
But yep, campfires, sing-alongs,
West
all that.
Virginia.
Okay, we'll
Now,
get a copyright strike, or you're making people puke.
Take me home,
You're gonna make people puke.
country road.
Thank you. Okay.
I know it's
So
gross.
a
I
guitar,
cannot sing that song.
How about a
It's not
recorder?
my vocals.
recorder,
What?
a recorder. You can play on a tin flute. Recorder.
You know what? I now know why I hated recorder practice myself,
What was that?
but preferred when I would just play the tune from beginning to end a couple of times to be done with it.
Okay.
Because it's a sensory fucking nightmare.
Sensory nightmare. That's all it is.
Because it's loud, and on top of that,
Yeah.
because you're learning it and you're out of key, You get naughty yourself.
So you can't wear noise cancellation headset while
but
playing
if I
the
went
recorder.
to Taylor Swift, I'd be wearing my headset. But I'd still
But you'd be vibing.
Because I'd still hear.
Well,
but
you feel the
can't
rhythm.
manage
You feel
I
that
can't
intensity.
tolerate
of the
that
loudness.
intensity though.
Okay.
Like
Maybe that's a goal. To go to your
She's
first
not
concert.
coming to Perth.
Of course she's going to come back to Australia. Taylor, come on,
Perth.
I know you. Come back to Australia. Diane wants to see
Don't
you.
even
Okay.
start with that. Like,
But
it's just...
when was the last time you went to a concert? 30 years?
I went to Crowded House.
What was that, 45 years ago? Seriously.
When I was like 15.
Okay, so 35 years ago. 35 years ago was your last concert.
It's fucking good.
That's really sad. Right, this girl needs to get to a concert in the next year or two. Hopefully it's
Very
Taylor.
good.
Let's try and organise something along those sort of lines.
You know how much your tickets cost?
Yeah, well, you better start settling a kidney or something. I haven't got
You
much.
know the
I've
outfit
got
I've
some
got to
kidney
get to go to
infarctions.
that?
Yeah. Oh, Comic Con.
There is Taylor
What about that
Swift
one?
outfits.
Yeah, and Comic Con.
They're on Shein.
And Comic Con.
Okay.
Are we
I've
doing
got to
Comic Con
do
this
the
year or what?
Swifty.
Okay, you can do a Swifty.
The little
Now come back to my
tassels,
Comic Con.
Sparkles.
Oh my God, she's
and the cowboy
self-absorbed.
hat,
I'm like,
and the
there's a
cowboy,
cowboy hat?
boots.
Taylor,
Okay.
have you got cowboy hats? Sounds good. Okay.
Yes.
All right, so get your Swifty outfit.
Girls.
Right, and what
Me?
about Comic Con?
Her?
Are you doing that this year?
Not sure. Because I can't decide on the character and I wanted to be Tinkerbell. Even though my hair's so blonde, but that could just be wigged. But guess what?
What?
She
What?
got cancelled.
She's not really cancelled.
This is not resolving my
No,
50.
she's right there behind me. She's not been cancelled. She hasn't
Well,
been.
I've got her, but they're getting rid of her.
They're not getting rid of
Off
Tinky
with her
Winky.
head.
They're not getting.
Get the fuck out, Tinkerbell.
Not that word. Okay.
Under disgrace.
They're not.
Get out
they're not
here.
taking
Get
her
out
head.
of here. Fly.
Okay.
Fly.
It's
On your little
not
wings.
true.
No,
Her
she
little
was
wing, she's
booted
fine.
out. No,
No,
she
she's
told
okay.
to fly away and never come back.
She's right behind
She's
us.
too
Shh.
skinny.
Look, she's studying. She's looking at you
No,
right now.
it's-
She's going.
It's
that's not true."
bodyism. Okay?
Okay.
She's too skinny.
All right.
No
So
one's too fat, too skinny. Stop being mean.
what else? So we've got some various goals, some
What
various
goals?
plans.
I don't
Growth.
know who I am. How
Building
does a
friendships.
50-year-old behave?
Well,
Okay,
not
we're
like
X generation.
not like you anyway.
Is that a compliment or an insult?
No, you're very complimentary.
I have problems. I have issues.
That's
I have
okay.
neurological problems.
You have lots of those, which we're trying to
I have
stabilize.
developmental and intellectual problems.
Yes, you have challenges.
What are you saying?
I'm not saying a thing. What out of all of those things that we've just talked
Why?
about, who are you? You're you, the perfect Diane.
Yeah, but what do you do
Your
when
daily
you're 50?
dose of Diane.
How do you act when you're 50?
You don't have to. You just have to keep being you every day.
I don't know how to be a 50-year-old.
It's not a performance. It's just
No, I'm
you
not
wake up and
saying
go,
that.
"I'm here."
What's my goals for 50? I mean, does everyone just do something special at 50s?
Not
Like, is
particularly.
there a
I mean,
goal?
I hit 50 and then it was 51, 52, 53,
But
and
what do
suddenly
you
it's 54.
do?
Whoop-de-doo.
How am I supposed to behave?
Why don't you just be you?
I am me.
Right.
That's
So,
not the problem.
when you're 55,
50-year-old
60,
me.
65, 70, you're always going to be you. Eccentric,
If I was
eclectic,
in a home,
different.
they'd be like,
Why not? Just be you.
keep an eye on that one.
Okay, so that's what there will be at some
so
stage.
Naughty. I'd
So
be like,
you be
yeah, I'm gonna
naughty.
fuck you
Just
up.
be you. Be creative and have fun.
Yeah, some.
Ragdolls, cats, animals, pets. I've been
Oh.
hearing you talk about pets.
I want 2 more rag dolls. I
Right.
want a seal point and a mitted.
Okay. You've been talking about birds and you've been talking about fish.
I need a Wiro.
She's getting very
I need
animalistic at the
fish.
moment, I think.
I need a fish, and it's going to be called Tinkerbell.
Okay.
Okay, Tinkerbell.
Tinks doesn't
And
swim.
it's going to have a. I know a place
Wrong
down
Disney
the road.
character. Have you
I
not
know
seen-
a place down the road with a princess castle, and I've seen all the pretty blue and
This is
and
not Under the Sea. This is
pink,
not The Little Mermaid.
like,
Tinkerbell is above.
stuff that I can put in there. Okay?
Tinkerbell is above the
It's
water, so
pearl.
she can fight Captain
it's
Cook
pink,
and all that.
pearly rocks. I mean, Tinkerbell is going to be living her best life.
Okay, Tinkerbell it is. So, animals. Animals.
Bearded dragon, but I don't have the space for
Oh,
that
I love
either.
reptiles actually, but
need a dragon.
You don't need lots of space, to be honest. It's not as if they're
Right,
roaming around the home.
Where's the horse gonna fit? I want a horse.
No, we go to the horse. The horse
No, I
has
want
its
my
home.
own
You pet.
horse.
That won't be happening unless we
That
win Lotto.
can sit with
Did
me
we win Powerball?
outside.
Cam, did you win
in
Powerball?
the big
Did any of you
field.
guys in Australia win Powerball? $150 million. If it was me,
Just
one
wanna
Powerball,
sit
I'm out of
with
here.
a horse.
With a horse, apparently.
Okay, you can just talk to them forever,
In a
and
couple
all they
weeks-
do is they just look at you.
Right, in a couple of weeks' time, we're going to visit some horses.
Cows are super cool.
Pat,
Except for
brush,
the things they
groom.
leave behind in these little circles
Yes, so
around them.
pats.
And when
pats.
you step in it, you know,
Okay,
everyone
let's
around
leave that.
goes,
We don't need to go into...
it's you today.
Okay. All right, so your crisis. Is the crisis averted?
No.
Have we got
I
some
don't know
perspective
how to
on who
anymore.
you don't have to behave, you just have to keep being you.
Okay, so I'll keep being me.
Yeah. And choose the good things that you want to achieve. If there's things that you don't like, you
But my
change.
achievements
If there's
before
things that
were
are good and
bigger
fun,
than
you
this.
enhance and you do more.
This is like little things.
Writing a book, I don't think it's a little thing. Building a YouTube channel.
that's
How
not-
many people out there are YouTubers who have been consistently giving back to their community, advocating and supporting others? Not that many.
Not that many
No,
out there,
so
but there's a few.
You're doing damn well. Okay. You got some projects, guitar, you gotta do some van lifing, you got some pets, art. First, she's a artist. She's actually had artwork sold.
I love selling. Well, actually, okay. I love selling my artwork. I'm
Yeah.
very proud of that.
It's actually a little bit hard for her to give up her artwork.
I cry
She's
in
incredible.
my
It's a
pillow
piece of her.
afterwards.
She does. It's a piece of her that's connected to. She actually gets very upset
Get
when the
very
artwork
upset.
leaves the door, goes out. Even if it's going to a nice home, she's very upset.
Even if it's going to the most perfect
Yeah.
home ever,
This is her.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
Okay. Well, I'm just noticing the time. What else do you want to say about your midlife crisis and where you're at?
I feel very disorientated.
That's okay to be like that.
Anyone else autistic,
I
and if you
understand
turned
that.
a milestone,
Yeah.
and you just haven't pictured it,
Or transitioning.
have you had this
One-
transition problem?
And, primary school to
'Cause
high school.
I'm-
High school to college, university.
I'm really like
Family.
I'm seriously like you
Getting
stressed
older,
about
retirement.
these guys. I really am. I'm
Yeah.
actually very disorientated,
Right.
confused, an autism crisis. Really.
How do you resolve this?
When I go
do
to
you
bed,
not,
I'm like,
rather than stressing about it, you actually make some plans. And those plans don't have to be set in stone.
Too, but I can't make up
No,
my
no.
mind.
But what you do is you start writing them down. And you cluster them. They're like Venn diagrams. You go, here's what I can do now. Here's what I want to do in the next year. Here's what I want to do in the next 5 years. Here's my 30, 40, 50-year plan. Start writing some things down so at least you've got some objectives to what you want to work towards.
Mirror, I look at my face and I go, that's not my face.
It has
It's
always
changing.
been your face.
So every year it changes.
Well, if you
I mean,
colour
it
your hair, it
gets-
changes. Yeah.
Once you're 50, it just goes quick.
It doesn't really,
Okay.
actually.
You
You had people who've met you from primary school who still goes, that's time, because your face hasn't
They
changed.
still recognise
You still
me. It kinda
recognise.
sucks. Everyone else. I
So,
have bumped
that-
into so many people and they're like, oh, Dyan, how's it going? And I'm
Yeah.
like,
She also has facial
Yeah,
blindness, so
yeah,
she forgets being autistic,
yeah,
who
I'm
you might be.
good.
So sorry,
You?
unless you've been around.
and they're like, yeah,
People,
no,
yeah.
I'm great. It's like, and they're like, you don't know who I am, do you? And I'm like, no. And they're like, oh, it's Craig so-and-so from school. I just live down the road here. I'm like, oh, shit. Hi. And I'm still trying to think, Craig so-and-so.
Yeah.
That name rings a bell.
It rings a bell.
He's like, yeah, no, I remember we had math class together and this class together.
I don't think maths was very memorable for you, honey. I'm sorry to say that.
And I was like, oh, yeah. Like,
Guys, if you're going through a midlife crisis, even if you've not hit 50, but maybe something else, 30 or 40 or whatever else.
men change a lot, though, in the face.
Well, we can.
Women change less, I think.
We will have more weathering. We'll have put more weight
I'm just
on.
saying that
We
you
all
just
change.
look
You've got
different.
grain.
But I'm just saying women tend to...
Let's use the comments below to see what happens for transitioning. What happens when you've hit your
I'm
milestones
struggling.
or
I'm
crisis?
I'm
I'll call them a
lost.
crisis. Yeah,
I'm just lost. I'm
And
just
it's okay to be.
disorientated.
it's okay to understand it,
And
and it's really good to actually
I-
understand and recognise that's where you're at. Because I think people go on with life and go, I don't understand what's happening. But you've just identified something pretty major.
Like walking home from the school.
And it's a transition.
Last day of school
Perfect
ever.
analogy. That's really good.
And I walked home and I was
Good
like, what is my life now?
Yep.
I'm going home to what?
Yep. And a lot of people get scared of those next steps.
I don't get to go home, have my snack, watch the TV, the Brady Bunch, and just like chill and like.
Now you got more responsibility.
What is adulthood? What is this thing? Adulthood thing.
Yeah.
What do I have to do?
Yeah.
Right? Like, and I wasn't even an adult yet, so I was like, I'm 16. I'm still not even an adult. I haven't got my license.
Still waiting for her to be an adult now.
I'm like, so I started walking home even slower because I didn't want the walk to end. Yeah. Because as soon as I walked in that door, it was over. And it was like I had lost.
Those legs become very heavy.
I felt like this massive loss, and I was in this void of just nothingness.
Yeah, absolutely.
Had no idea
because it's a void between the next phase. That's all it is.
Like, what is going on?
That's okay. And maybe for transitions and social stories, and if you're a parent of a person who's got autism, or a partner or a family member, be mindful of these sort of transitions. Look at the preparation that you can do to help them in advance. You're going to come up to this milestone. What does it mean to you? What does it mean afterwards? What are you going to do? You know, you talk about 50 right now.
About that. I talked about getting to 50. I never talked about after.
No. But it's like, okay, you've hit a half century. What's your next goal? Oh, well, I'm going to hit 60.
Sounds really full on.
Am I going to have a different hairstyle when I hit 60? I'm going to hit 70.
I don't like
will I dress differently?
I mean, I'm all up for hairstyle changes. I think that's great. But I'm bloody well autistic and I need familiar.
Okay, but at some stage your hair's going to go more grey. You might want it to be shorter rather than longer.
Grey because, you know.
These are the things that happen. You want lots of
That's not
pets.
a big change.
No, big change. Where we live might be a big change. We don't know. When you become a famous best-selling author for writing your book, when you become a popular YouTuber because you're getting your content out, a lot of people actually, I think, care because they might find it genuine, authentic, relatable. They might
be honest.
will be very honest.
I'm autistic,
and that's what you do really well.
I don't
and that's
hide,
warts and all.
And
exactly.
I don't pull back because you know what?
Maybe not be a polish.
Vulnerability is a bloody strength, and have I got strength?
You have, and some people actually want to see that because it helps them to realise that.
I hope so.
You know, life can sometimes be difficult, but you can get through those challenges.
It can be hard.
Absolutely,
People
we think that every
can
day.
really beat on you, and the universe can sometimes feel like it's beating on you.
But sometimes you just have to take those steps, just like you walk home, and you realise that not only will you get home, and life might be different the next day, but you will get up and you will get through it.
Makes you just...
Absolutely. Well, guys, as we wrap up here, if you've got any really good sage advice, leave it below in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.
I just don't know what phase I'm in.
Yeah.
And it's not about whether this was the 30s. I had the same thing when I turned 30. It was like, I turned 30. What does that mean? Does that mean I have to suddenly be a lot different? Because your 20s, you can be young and stupid. And
you do number grouping, so I'm actually acutely aware that this would actually happen.
Well, every decade is 10 years. Yep. So every 10
That's
years...
your cluster of thinking. Yep, I know.
I have to look at it and go,
so our next challenge is what happens when she gets to 60.
This 30s thing, this 40s thing,
and
now this
social
50s
stories for
thing.
your autistic will help you to look at how to help them transition. Also look at examples of what other people are doing in different age groups, and that might give you an idea as well, things that you can do.
Sometimes I just have to think of, I want to do everything.
Sure.
And you can't do everything because,
you prioritise.
There's limitations. I don't have the money for this.
Sure. So you work out the practicalities what you can and you can't do. And you prioritise and you work with that.
Yeah, but I want to do everything.
Oh, that's a good goal to have. Guys, give us a big thumbs up just to help motivate the next phase of Dyan's life. Let's get her out of that midlife crisis and aim towards 60, then 70, and all the way up to 100.
Crisis is a thing, guys, but it's not always about, I want my youth back. No, I've been there, done that. I'm quite happy with that.
Yep.
It's not about that. It's about you don't actually plan for many age groups, and most people say at least over 40, at least. Yeah. Oh, I didn't really plan for this. What should I do now that I'm over my 40s? Basically, I'm 40, and now I'm going into that.
Yep.
It's just things are weird. It's like when your kids leave home and you're like, geez, for 26
Further transitions,
years,
yeah.
I've been emotionally
Yep.
and physically available for my beautiful babies, and
Okay.
all of a sudden I don't hear the
Well,
word mum, and I'm like, can someone just say
Yep.
mum? Because I
And it's like when someone retires after maybe working for 50 years straight, and suddenly going,
It's-
what do I do the
it's
next
just-
day? I'm used to getting up and putting my boots
just
on or
sit
my suit
there.
on or whatever else.
it's really sad.
Yeah, it is. And it's change.
It's like,
But it's also opportunity.
but you know what makes it sad? It's not the vanity thing. That is bullshit.
Mm.
Well, if someone's narcissistic, that's probably what that will turn to.
Yep.
But what I think about
Mm.
my sadness is losing, like, that's less time I've got left on earth, which makes me sad because life's beautiful.
It is. Life is beautiful. And with cryogenics,
You
we can
know?
freeze ourselves and last even longer now.
No, we can't. We there's a cycle for a reason.
There is for a very
But I'm just saying,
good
what
reason,
it means is, make the most of it, guys.
Each
if
day.
you're younger than me, if you're way younger, make the most
And
of
learn
it
something new.
genuinely.
Best
Like,
thing
I'm
for your
not
brain,
talking about
find something new
the
to do.
rubbish in life, in the sweating the little things. I'm really and faking it till you make it. Don't
Yep.
just be real, and
raw.
just live in that moment, even if it's a painful one, because it's a lesson and it's good, and it's just you're alive. You're alive and you're living, and you're in your best years. So just do it.
Just do it. And I don't mean
Because
just do
one
it, but
day
just do it.
you'll get to this point where you'll go, oh gosh,
You
time's ticking. Have I done everything in life? You know,
Exactly.
it just
Don't have any regrets.
that's all I'm thinking
Exactly.
about.
Plan.
It's like, gee,
Action
what do I need to do?
and do.
Because if I die soon, not
Exactly.
that I am,
No.
but if I do, what do I want to have done?
I know.
And what have I not done?
Well, we need to get
What am I
guitaring,
gonna
do
regret?
some campfires, and
I'm
get some
gonna find
s'mores going.
regrets so that I can go do those things.
Indeed.
But I don't know.
Guys, if you
anything.
haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, do all the other motivating things. Enter the conversation below. Love to hear from you, and we'll see you in another episode real soon. Bye for now.